Good evening, everybody out in trading land. Since my data feed was down today from Transact Futures, it was down the entire trading day. It didn't come back until about 5 o'clock Eastern time, which was after the market closed. So missed an entire day of trading, and it was kind of an exciting day. I didn't see the charts until later in the afternoon. When I went back over the charts, it was pretty cool. And I wanted to show you how I probably would have played that. At first, I was initially confused. Then I took a bunch of junk off my charts and I started looking at it. This is the 925 where I would usually start looking at the chart. I need to dial that back actually. I need to start getting up about 5 o'clock in the morning, which is 8 o'clock when the New York market opens. And then the equities, of course, will open at 8:30. If you look at the chart, you'll see something kind of interesting. You'll see, I'll show you at this area right here. You'll start seeing You'll start seeing here. You'll start seeing trend. The 20, the 10, and the 50 SMA and EMA lines will start coming up. So that basically indicates that we've got a trend change and we got an uptrend. So I would basically draw my fibs. Here's the pivot point to historical high, which I'm going to do right now, and so you'll see the projected levels for the day. On this particular thing, on this particular chart, or this particular method, I'll say, what I do is look at. Here we go. What I'll do is I'll look at 61.8 and negative 61.8. 61.8, if we're going long, 61.8 is an entry, which was at 2177.50, which we kind of blew through. So I would, if I'm looking at the chart, I'm going, hey, I'm getting in, I didn't, of course, since my data feed was down. The target is 2184.50. It's just above the London high. So if you'd have gotten in at 2177.50, if you'd have drawn these fibs before, say for example at 9 o'clock, you probably would have seen that and gotten in. Anything above that would have been good. Now it's already trending and it's already above that 61.8. So a pullback to that level. So late in the game, market open, it's probably not going to pull back. So you either get in or you get left behind. I kind of got left behind the other day, by the way. So, and this is exactly what I saw. What I saw was that my entry point was well below market. It's like just over five. It's like 5 ticks now. So it was just over a point beyond my entry point. So, you either grab it when you can, and if you get a little bit of heat, you got to grit your teeth and ride it out because it's going up. And everything this market shows me says that it's going to the upside. All my trend, my trend lines are basically heading up. My 200 EMA is flat, but my 50, my 10, and my 20 have all turned up. So let's see. What is my? I forgot to look at my guppies today. Let me look at my guppies real fast. I usually kind of glance at those real fast to see what's going on, and then I hide them because they're a little distracting. And you see that it was following the trend downside since about 3 o'clock. The cyan guppies started intersecting and then dipped below the green guppies, which indicates a downtrend. But you see right at the end they're starting to compress and they're starting to turn up. So that indicates to me a trend change. So we got 2 trend changes right before market open. I'd get in, I'd go long, and let's see. And what happened was kind of interesting. I'll go ahead and I didn't replay the chart here. I'll just go ahead and move the chart so you can see price action. It bounced up at open, which is 930, came up to here, came above the historical high, and then pulled back a little bit. So that's pretty much, you know, the pullback. You got a little bit more of a pullback right there. It almost pulled back to the 2177.50, which is kind of unusual for it to be going up so long. But it gave, if you missed it, it gave you another chance to get in. Here we go. Then still, you've still got that 2177.50 level right there where you can get in. You've got a green candle there, so it's looking like it's going to start heading up, and that's exactly what it did. You'll notice that price action just barely violated the 20 SMA line. Price action will usually, you know, on a pullback, it will usually pull back to the 20 SMA, right in there somewhere, 20 SMA or 50 EMA, and then head back in the original direction. So that's exactly what we're seeing right here. Go up, 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 boom, 1030, and right around, there we go, right around 1055, you got price that popped her up right. Is that a tick shy or is that not? Okay, that's one tick shy, okay, of your exit. So if you'd have put your exit 3 ticks below that negative 61.8 at 2183.75, you would have been filled. You're in the market for what? A couple hours, hour and a half, 2 hours, and you're done with trading. You're done for the day. Walk away. Got ticks in your pocket. Don't give it back in the afternoon, as my friend David says. So you'll see there's a pretty there's a pretty deep pullback there. Comes back to, let's see, it violated the 200 EMA, which basically says, trend change, maybe. Yeah, here we go. We're going down. Interestingly enough, you'll see that it popped back down, but didn't violate that 21. Has not violated that 2177.50 line, that 61.8 line. I don't know if it does or not. I kind of glanced at this chart a little earlier just to see how it went, so I could kind of talk my way through it a little bit. Okay, but I didn't look at the specifics. So here we go, specifics. So it fiddled around, and here we go. Okay, and it closed. 2184. That's 1605, and then pull back just a little bit, and here we go. So and the market's closed. So the top of the market was, wow, look at that, 2184.50. Bam, right there, and it was one tick higher than that the level that we saw at 1055. So if you just sat in the market on long for from 1055, you would or you could have just reversed here and you could have gone down and got out a couple of ticks, 1, 2, say 3 ticks above that 2177.50 level, and that was a good place to do a short. The market usually bounces between that negative 61.8 and 61.8 levels. So you could have taken the short and then 3 ticks above 2177.50, reversed again, and gone back up for the win. 1, 2, 3 ticks right there. So for the win at 15:10 at 3:10 in the afternoon. So for a full day's worth of trading, you would have had, let's see, you've had a long, a short, and a long trade. So you'd had 3 good, really, really good trades in there. I didn't measure those out. I mean, you can do it if you want to, but that's some pretty good ticks. If you look at it, say for example, if you got out, if you got in at, okay, we're looking at 2178.25, and we're getting out at 2183.75. So if we do that, say for example, let's do this. Let's do the math. My computers. This isn't my trading computer. This is my. It's just a little notebook computer that I've got that I use. And I usually use this one to connect to the big computer that I used to trade from. So anyway, so it's a little bit slow. So I apologize. 2184.50. 1, 2, you're looking at 3 ticks, 2183.75. And I'm going to do the math here just to make sure I get it right. And then 2177.50. That's 2178.25. 2178.25. Okay, that's 5.5 points times 4. That's 22 ticks right there. If you multiply that for 3 trades times 3, that's 66 ticks. If you're looking at the ES times 12, oops, 0.5, that's $825 for one contract. That's $1,600, $1,650 for 2 contracts, and about $2,500 for 3 contracts. 3 contracts, 3 trades, and pretty much the market pretty much does this every. You get at least one good trade out of it. Sometimes 2 or 3. So today was a real good day to trade. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow morning, and follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is N7EKG, just like my YouTube. And I'll post a video. I'll be posting levels tomorrow morning on Twitter, and then YouTube. I'll be posting another wrap up for the day for Friday on Friday evening. So hey. Stay cool out there. It's hot. And trade green, guys.